enjoy the good vibe. Smoke up in the green room, smoke your worries away. In the green room, we'll stay in the green room. If you wanna get high, and you got the time, come hang with the hippie. Come enjoy the good vibe. Smoke up in the green room. Smoke.
This production is brought to you by DHBN, WTHC Radio, and Stoner Records.
Must be in here somewhere.
Dude.
What's up? What's up? Hey.
What's up, skunk? How are you, buddy?
Well, you know.
Yes, I'm excited to talk about this. I'm so excited to go live. I started early. I'm sorry I started so early. I'm so excited. I've been waiting all fucking day. Ooh, can I say that over here?
Hey.
Can you hear me okay?
I can hear you.
All right. That's so far so good, right?
So far so good. Yes, I'm happy. Happy, brother. Happy.
You are very happy. You're a happy.
I'm happy in the skunk eating shit, bro.
Because we are having our friend Granny Cannabis coming on the. You almost got me. You almost got me, you son of a gun.
Who did?
You, because we talked about it before, and you were like, "How do you say it?" And I was like,
Cannabis.
Cannabis? No, Granny Cannabis.
I got a story a little later for you guys.
Oh, I can't wait. All right. Well, she's not here yet, but that's because we started early, and I told her to come around 8-ish. So I'm not expecting her for a few more minutes. I want to thank everybody who has joined us. Thank you for being here and getting here. I appreciate it. If you could share it out. Hi, Mary. How are you? Granny's not here yet, but she'll be getting here just in a few minutes, hopefully. We're excited. We're very excited to have her. We're looking forward to getting to know her. I've seen her for years. I've known her for years, but we don't know each other like we're going to get to know each other tonight. Yeah. Hi, Kyle. Thank you so much for joining us. Did you see Kyle's here there, little skunk?
Kyle?
Yeah, our friend Kyle.
Hey, Kyle. How's it going, bro?
And Mary, say good morning.
Hello, Mary.
Skunk can't see the chat, so if you guys don't know, Skunk can't see the chat, so I have to read it to him. Remind me because
I can't read anyway.
You can't read anyway, yeah.
Well, hey.
Aaron, how are you? Welcome in. Granny's gonna be here just in moments. I hope, unless she's unless something came up. I don't know. I haven't heard from her. Everything's on. Everything is scheduled and ready to go. We're a little early.
What is she?
Operation Heal. How are you? Welcome in. Hi, everybody. Thank you so much for being here. Please like, subscribe, and share. You are in the green room with me, and that's my friend over there, little skunk. And we have lots of.
Hey.
What?
What if she ate as much medicine as I did and forgot?
Well, that's possible. See, that's what we're going to talk to.
I almost forgot.
Oh, she's here. She's here. All right, everybody. I can't wait for Granny as well. Hello, Buzz. Thank you so much for making it. So my come and go and get high soon as okay, God. Kyle. We love you, Kyle, buddy. We love you. All right. So here she is, everybody. Operation Heal. What happened? You changed your name.
Operation what?
All right, everybody. Without further ado, please welcome Granny. Oh, let me set something up. Maybe I can make some music play while she's coming in. You know, that would be cool. All right. Well, no.
You would think so.
You would think I'd be able to do this stuff. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do applause. Here she is now, Granny. I'd know how to do this stuff by now, Granny. How are you?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Good. You look beautiful. Turn your phone. Can you turn your phone sideways?
My phone sideways?
Yeah, it might make it might make your whole picture bigger so we can get a better view of you.
Oh, there we go.
There you go. And now we can see you better. How's that? For you,
Hi.
all right?
Yeah, that's better. I'm great. How are you?
Oh, thank you so much for being here and joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Oh, absolutely. It's an honor. It's an honor to have you. Thank you for being here. Goodness. I've only heard. I haven't got to hang with you very often. You have a lot of friends over here already. Rich, I guess, from I forgot already. Operation Heal. I don't know if
Yes,
you know.
absolutely. Rich
got
is fantastic.
Sharon, I don't know if you can see the chat because you're on your phone. You might
I
not be able to
can't.
see the chat.
Yeah.
All right, so I'll tell you, everybody that's here. Sharon's here and saying, "Hi, Rich. Keep freezing, but it's trying." Okay. Granny,
Kyle's here.
Kyle, our
Hi,
friend
everybody.
Kyle is here. Everybody's saying hello. Hi, Granny. You got a Rebecca here. Becky.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So we got lots of questions.
I have answers.
And
to most of them.
And if you have any questions, feel free to ask us. We have to play a 420 song at 420. That's the only rule that we kind of have. Besides that,
Totally down with that.
we're good. Yeah, you can smoke. You can do whatever you want, young lady.
Awesome.
My friend Skunky, I don't know if you've met him yet. He's my little buddy over there. He's my
I
protege.
have. I've met him briefly. Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah,
we got a
hello.
lot of people. Anthony says hi, Granny.
Hi.
Mary says goat 20.
Yes, we have goat 20 at my on my lives on TikTok.
Okay, so what's that?
Instead
Because you can't say
and so I have this stuffed goat that screams, and so at goat 20 we take our stuffed goats that scream and we get out all the bad whatever that's happening in our day with the goat scream, and then we inhale all the beauty of the day afterwards.
Yes, I love you. I knew I loved you for a reason. You got Buzz Posse here. Buzz is saying hello to Granny. He said he's a big fan.
Everybody.
Goat 20 is going to be a new phrase we're going to steal over here at
I'm totally down with that.
Radio. You're going to hear it on the radio now all the time because we play at 420. So anyway, I get talking and I never. Please tell us about yourself.
Yeah.
Oh, I am an old hippie child, I guess you could say. Born a little bit out of time, but not too terribly out of time.
I was going to say, you don't seem much older than the hippie himself over here, the big fella. Were you after 69 or before 69?
Right around there, I'll say.
Yeah, me too.
See? Yeah.
Yeah. So, all right, we're right around there. Okay.
Yes, and I think it was like the age where
I was a little earlier, but unfortunately, I was a little too late.
Right now, my friend Karen that you said is here.
Yes.
She actually partied with Janis Joplin back in the day.
Partied with who?
Janis Joplin. For real.
What?
For real. On the beach, singing along.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. But I missed it. I wouldn't have been able. That's all right. If we're talking that old, then I'm a kid. I'm a child. Yeah, no.
Right. So that's Karen's like my big sister.
And you don't have to say it, but I was born in 71, so you get an idea. So there you go. It's out there now. I'm old. I'm 53, 54 in March. All right, everybody, take it easy.
Still young.
Yeah, still young, and my doctor said so too. Even though
I should tell you what my doctor said the last time I went in and had a physical, and she's listening to my lungs, and she gives me this look, and I said, "What's the matter?" And she goes, "I still don't understand it." And I said, "What do you mean?" She goes, "You smoke pot." And I said, "Yeah, I do." Yeah. And she goes, "You have the lungs of a 20-year-old." And I said, "That's because I smoke pot."
Yeah, that's what I tried to explain to him. That is beautiful. That's how we can get started, because you're 100% right. I am a large man. I'm over 400 pounds. Yeah, believe it or not, I am. The hippie. I go to my doctor. They're like, dude, your blood work, your cholesterol is a little high, but it should be a lot higher for somebody your size. All your other blood work is coming back normal. Like you're a walking perfect specimen. I said that to my wife. She laughed, but that's okay. Anyway.
You beat anorexia.
I did beat anorexia.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah. Congratulations.
Trans slender. Yeah. I identify as skinny. That being said, I'm sorry, Candy Cannabis. See, you made me
I like that.
You made it worse.
It's gonna become a permanent now. I'm sorry, Candy Cannabis.
I like it. I like it.
Well, I want to thank you so much for being here. Anyway, so you were a young hippie, born after the time. Hold on, my wife.
I was born after the time, but I was very influenced. I had an uncle who was a Vietnam veteran, and he was in music. And he was, I mean, I named my firstborn son after him, you know?
He was in music? In music?
Yes, music. He was a musician. And when I got older and realized what the smell was, he always smelled calming to me. You know what I mean? And I remember my mom taking us into record stores when I was a kid.
Yeah. See, my parents were totally against it, but I had a skunkle. That he brought me fishing one time, and I was probably the right age, about 10 or so, and I could smell it. And he kept sending me away and go fish over there, boy. And him and his friend would stand over here by the truck, and I'd be like, why am I over here, Uncle Tom? And he'd be like, cause you need to fish over there. That's where the big ones are. And I'd be like, all right. And then I'd come back over and I'd get this aroma of loveliness. And I'd be like, But my parents were against it. Totally military family. So, you know.
Oh, yeah.
No way. You're a dirtbag. So I've been the black sheep of my family all my life.
I became that after a while because just certain rules didn't
Yeah. Same thing as me.
Yeah. Like I have to be my own person. You can't tell me who to be. And so I'm going to go and be my own person.
Right. And I'm going to learn for myself. And I did.
Yes. And I did too.
The good way, the hard way.
Yes. I've been homeless. I've been, you name it. And you know, I'm very fortunate in my life. I am fortunate in that I've had some incredible people really truly step up and help me out. And I try in life to reach out and help others as much as I can, because I feel like it just pays the love back that I got before when I really needed it.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
that's what it's all about. It's because nobody understands it. I didn't even and as a person who's been using for quite some time, 40 plus, coming on 40 years or so. That being said, I never realized how medical it was. I just knew that I was doing something illegal, you know, and then, you know,
I remember those days.
Yeah, and that's when we were kids, right? I miss that.
Hiding in the pines at school after drama club. No.
Going behind the Taco Bell to meet your guy, because you lose that high of the adrenaline rush. You know what I mean? Like, hi, everybody over there. We're not ignoring you guys. We love you guys, but I'm trying. I want to. We got Kenzie's here. Mary said her mom said that she would turn herself if she ever did drugs.
Yeah,
Sharon's
Mary's parents would have done that.
Oh my God, the pine, says Kenzie. I can do this every once in a while. I forgot. Hi, Sharon. Hi, Stitch. Everybody's saying hello to everybody. I want to thank all
welcome in. Yeah.
All right, so I was listening to you the other day. Oh, let me get yes down so Mary doesn't feel foolish there. So I was listening to you talk the other day. I don't remember where, but you were talking about making RSO.
Yes. I do. True? I make RSO.
Well, my friend here is pretty fucked up right now on RSO. if you hear him giggling over there. Now, we're newer to RSO. How long have you been RSOing? Because, I mean, it could be around forever. Who knows how long it's been around?
It's been around for quite a while. I didn't honestly start until a little over a year ago.
So when it started becoming legal. So was it been around since it started becoming legal? Because as a child, I don't ever remember anything called RSO. I mean,
well, the old name for it used to be, people would call it tar hash.
Tar hash. Hash oil. Is that the same?
Yeah.
Hash oil. Yes. So I did hash oil when I was a child.
Right. So this is a little bit thicker, a little bit more of everything that's a part of the plant.
Grosser, a little grosser in the taste.
Yeah, yeah. I like to take
we didn't eat that stuff. We smoked it.
Right. This stuff
the
but
hair
this stuff
oil.
you definitely, I mean, you can smoke it, but it would not taste very good.
I've heard that you can smoke RSO.
Yes, like you do a dab.
Actually, if you know Dr. High. Do you know Dr. High?
No, I don't.
Okay. Well, there's a
I feel
gentleman,
like I
Dr.
should.
High. Him and I used to do a show together back in the day, the Cannabis Chronicles.
Okay.
And he's up in Canada. But anyway, he told me that he had a migraine one time, and that he took RSO. I'm pretty sure he said it was RSO, and he rolled it in CBD, pure CBD, and then he did a dab of it, and his migraine went away immediately. Then he told his wife, and his wife said, "Well, I got a little bit of a headache," and I'm, quoting him pretty much. And she tried it, and she got rid of her headache immediately. And then he said a week or two later, a friend came by, and they were bullshitting, and he complained of a headache. He had his friend try it, and then that also worked. So, I don't know if that means anything to anybody, but I said it. So here it is.
No, it's good. It definitely is helpful for headaches. The reason I turned to it was because of PTSD. I have some PTSD.
I have it too. Thank you.
Yes, and I have sleep is very difficult for me.
I've gotten through the sleep part. For some reason, I don't suffer from the sleep part. Luckily, I get high all day.
That's fantastic. Hey, there you go.
It might be because I get high all day, and then I'm able to just pass the fuck out, because I after my accident, I had severe PTSD, and I couldn't sleep. I was having nightmares. I would jump in the middle of the night screaming because the crash would happen and over. But then it seems to have faded away, and I don't want to knock on wood, I don't want to.
Right.
But, it could be because of that, or because luckily I don't have a problem sleeping. That's all.
I will honestly say that with my PTSD, marijuana has been a lifesaver, and RSO even more.
Yeah. I've heard a lot of
RSO. I would sleep maybe like 3 hours at a time. That was the most I would get.
I've heard a lot of great stories, about RSO.
With RSO, I'm getting like 6-7 hours of sleep, and that's amazing.
Saving lives.
Absolutely.
Saving lives. Like our friend Kelly, she's supposed to be here, but I don't see her over there. We'll talk about that later. Anyway, her aunt had gotten diagnosed with something in her breastitis, I think. And and I said, hey, get her on an RSO. Even if it doesn't do anything, she'll feel good. She'll be
absolutely
happy.
Absolutely.
Next couple months later, she goes for a PET scan. Gone. Nothing there. Gone. Gonzo. Gone.
Gonzo.
They're like, where the hell is it? I don't know if you know Lee Hacker from the 420 Campfire.
That sounds familiar. I think I know who that is.
Purple beard for a while. He's a nice guy overall. Anyway, he was on his verge to going into dialysis. He started RSO, and the doctor said, what the hell have you changed? He said, I didn't change anything. I just started taking an RSO. And the doctor was like, well, your dialysis has completely switched and is on its way away. You're no longer you're on the way to getting better. I pray that everything's still the same. And, these people, I pray that they're all still, but go ahead.
Oh, no, another thing I was saying is, it's great for, I have a paralyzed stomach.
What is that? I got stomach issues too.
It's called gastroparesis. And
that marijuana thing that they talk about?
No. That is that cyclical vomiting syndrome. That's what that is.
So dumb. That is the dumbest thing I ever heard of. I smoked weed all my life, never heard of that. Now all of a sudden we got some people throwing up from weed. What the hell?
Well, it's because they're taking the strain that's not right for them and not right for what they need. And instead of going slow, they're pouring it into their system in the wrong way. That's
or they're buying it off the street or some dispensary that isn't even a real dispensary, and they're just getting it from some candy shop on the side of the road for $20, and you're smoking heroin.
Something. I know someone who had CBD and they were, oh, I have the cyclical vomiting syndrome. And I'm like,
right. Oh my goodness.
Now it turns out they had food poisoning.
Oh, really?
It was adorable.
But
it was
they love to
adorable.
blame marijuana, and that's the thing that
Yes.
pisses me off.
See,
Everybody.
and then in my
marijuana.
case, my gastro guy actually has been able to see that there's a benefit for me. I mean, they predicted 10 years ago that I would be on a feeding tube in 5 years. Well, it's 10 years and I'm still not on a feeding tube.
Right.
Very
Right.
nice.
Well, that's fantastic. And no signs of a feeding tube anywhere in the future, right?
No, I'm doing
okay.
really good.
That's fantastic.
Awesome.
That's
Yeah.
amazing. All right.
I mean, sometimes I have bad days, but hey, who
Yeah,
doesn't?
but we all have bad days. I mean,
Exactly.
I get up with the shit sometimes, it happens. But
Yeah.
whatever. We got to do a 420 song. When we do this
Perfect.
420 song, you can take a break. You can walk away, go use the restroom or whatever, because it's going to lower us down. We actually play a video. So everybody stick around. We're going to play a video of our 420 song of the day. I just got to find it. We're going to play. It's a little bit of a longer one, but it's our friends Elevated Roots, Dankrupt. I don't want to ever be Dankrupt again. I don't want to be Dankrupt, ever out of weed. You don't ever want to be out of weed. So it's a great tune. Everybody stick around, please. We'll be right back.
Oh man, that looks like it's our last one, man.
That is our last one, man.
Good thing we can scrape the pipe, bro. Never gonna be bankrupt again. 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 Gee! Morning had to scrape my pipe. Knew that when I went to bed last night. Had a premonition in my head that I never gonna wake bankrupt again. Jumped on my bike and pedaled downtown on the lookout for the one John Brown. Found him in a corner parking lot, smoking spliffs, and said, "Here, man, you want to take a hit?" I said, "I'm never gonna be bankrupt again. Never gonna be bankrupt again. Never gonna be bankrupt again. Never gonna be bankrupt again." Went back home to put the seeds in the soil. Compost recipe from brethren I know. Water pH to 6.1. Jah in control of the ebb and flow. Planting seeds, putting flower in my hand so that I will never awake bankrupt again. I said I'm never gonna be bankrupt again. Never gonna be bankrupt again. Never gonna be power. To my friends, always connecting to the musical medicine. Always finding ways to sing. Positivity and healing vibes. Always attracting my tribe. Always vulnerable to the tides. Always accountable for my strides. Holding on, not folding beyond. Letting go and letting you know. Bankrupt isn't never gonna be a part of my flow. I said I'm never gonna be bankrupt again. 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 Driving around, I see John Brown and said, dead dumb and him said, him never gonna be bankrupt again. I said, hey John Brown, can I give you a hand so that you yourself will never be bankrupt again? I said, never gonna be bankrupt again. 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 Wow!
All right. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back. You farting?
Welcome back.
All right. I thought Skunky was farting up there. I heard noises. All right. Anyway, so we love that song. That's Elevated Roots. We are big, huge fans of them. They've been on our show twice. They're actually getting ready to drop a brand new album.
Fantastic.
Right now, Christmas, they said. So keep an eye out for a brand new album from Elevated Roots, and they will be coming back on the green room with us very soon.
Fantastic.
Yeah, we love them. They're from the Arizona, New Mexico.
New
Mexico area. So if you're out there in that area, please pick them up, support them. They are amazing.
That was a fantastic song.
Yeah, I like it because it's a little longer. 420 you should have time to be able to, especially for people who have their hands up puppets' asses. They should be able to take a little rest and be able to take some medicine if they need to take medicine. So it's a perfect medicine song for when I need to take my medicine. Hey, Bella. Oh, hi, Bella. Hi, Bella. Welcome in. Thank you for being here. I got to talk to you, Bella, actually.
Bella, I love you.
Is that Bella from Bella's Crystals? Is that we're talking about the same Bella?
Yeah, I love Bella.
Hey, Bella. Yeah.
Yeah, Bella, I might be coming by your house.
Too.
Be home. I might be stopping by, bro. If it's not too late. Welcome in, everybody. Thank you so much. All right, so Granny, I don't want to get it is. Oh, it is too late. Oh shit. No.
What?
No, I know what she meant. It is Bella. All right. Anyway, I can't keep up with all these things over here. Welcome in, everybody. Thank you so much. Please make sure you like and subscribe and share. Share it out. Let everybody know we're over here hanging with Granny Cannabis. All right, Granny, I have cut you off 100 times. It's kind of
You're golden.
It's kind of what I do. It's horrible of me. I try not to do it, but I get.
You're the DJ, man.
I get manic when I start interviewing, and I get all like wild and revved up, and then I can't slow myself down. Anyway, hi, Matthew Nobilette. Welcome in. Thank you for being here. So tell us more. All right. So you were a hippie. We got that part. We got the story, basic storyline, right? I mean, for the most part, we got that idea. You're a hippie. I'm a hippie. He's a hippie. He didn't know he was a hippie until recently, but I convinced him.
I think he's looking pretty hippie.
Yeah, he didn't realize he was a hippie, but then I said,
"Well, see, there you go."
All right. So, you started at a young age. Obviously, you love the smell. You started at a young age. Medicine or was it recreational?
Totally honest. It started out recreational. Not gonna lie.
Everybody started out recreational.
Oh, I think a lot of people do. Absolutely. And then,
you know what? They told us not to smoke it, and then when they lied to us and told us it was bad, and we realized it was so good, and we were like, "Wow, this is so." Maybe that's why I went on to do cocaine and other bad drugs after, because I thought my parents were big liars and the government was liar. Oh, the government is liars. Oh, I'm sorry. That's
for me. It was a little different. My mom and dad were in medical at different points in their life, so it was very much stressed to me that at any point in any of those drugs could actually make my heart blow up the first time I tried it.
Oh, yes.
I just had that little instinct in me that said, you better stay away from stuff that's
gonna make
all natural. Right. No heart blowing up for you, girl. Let's not try that.
Unfortunately, I did not listen to my heart or my instinct or whatever, and I went that way. But I'm still here. I made it.
Exactly.
I got. You know what helped me? You know what helped me? Marijuana.
Exactly.
Yeah. I was smoking marijuana, but then I said, you know what? I don't want to smell that stuff anymore. I'm not interested in smelling that stuff anymore. So instead, I'm going to, every time I want to smell that stuff, I'm going to go spend my money on a big old bag of marijuana.
Exactly.
I smoked myself.
I grow mine, so. Well, I live in Michigan, so I get to grow mine myself.
Yeah, no, but this was back in the 80s. Welcome in Anna Maria J or something like that. Anna Marie J. How are
you? Hi, everybody.
Welcome, everybody. Welcome. Hi. Thank you so much, Granny. We have all the time in the world, so don't worry if you're in a rush, you let me know. But I'm not.
I'm chilled out.
We can hang. We got a great group of people here with us. Thank you so much for being here. Please make sure you like and subscribe. We do this all the time. Granny's not our first. She won't be our last.
Nope.
But she's one of our best. I gotta say it.
Thank you. I have to tell you something about me and WTHC radio.
Oh, okay.
I grow my own magical trees.
Yeah.
And the music that I play them, I play your radio station for my marijuana plants.
Oh, yes.
I have been doing that for years, just so you know.
I appreciate that. Thank you. If you remember, I may have said this once or twice. It guarantees at least 1% growth in your plants bigger. 1%.
I believe this is true. I believe this is true.
Well,
I went away on vacation and my son and one of his friends were taking care of my plants and they're like, we did everything that you told us to. And they were just sad while you were gone. And I said, did you play WTHC? And they're like,
no.
Well, no. And I'm like, that's the problem.
That's real? That's real, Mom?
That's
yeah.
true.
Yeah. Oh, well, you know, they're in their early 30s and they know everything.
Yeah,
so
well, it starts at 18 because I got an 18-year-old there that tells me everything.
It gets worse as they get older.
I come to see that. My 24-year-old just picked up and moved across the country. Okay. All right. Have a good one.
Eventually, is that Bean?
We have
Hi, Bean. Anna Marie J. That's Bean.
Yeah. Bean. Oh, Bean. Bean. I got yelled at for calling her the wrong name the other night. I know. Now I know. All right. Bean. Welcome. Anyway.
Bean and Bella are here. I'm so happy. I love them to pieces.
This place is packed. Might be the biggest crowd ever for a live show. You might be a celebrity, Granny.
I have a lot of amazing people in my life, and I am very spoiled.
No, you're very blessed over here. Look at them all. There's a million of them over there. I've had bigger people than me on here, and he's large. And they anyway. So let's get to there's so many questions. How do you dab, or do you do concentrates?
I do actually.
You like them?
You know, it has to be
a certain type
rosin. Right? It has to be just pure rosin, or I don't want to touch it. Does
it hurt your throat?
Yes.
And makes you
done the wrong way, it hurts your throat.
Makes you not want to breathe. It makes you hurt.
Yes. And then I like cough. And then since I'm an older lady, then I kind of want to pee my pants, and that's just bad. I admitted it.
Same bitch. No, I'm gonna admit it too. I gotta go get my prostate checked. Every 10 minutes, I'm over here running across the house with my hand on my dick.
Right. And like I gave birth, right? To like my baby my firstborn was 10 pounds. So, you know.
Yeah. Mrs. Hippie's going through the same thing. She's got two 10-pounders that came out of her.
Exactly. And so, you know.
I watched that shit. That was crazy.
Hold on here. Wait a minute.
I remember laying there and I didn't have pain meds or anything. And I'm like, oh, and they're like, he's stuck. We have to give you pain meds. And I'm like, why? What? Just get him out.
My daughter's head came out looking like a squash of some sort or a gourd of some sort. Because my
poor little guy came out with a bruise right here because they kind of nicked him with the forceps. And I was like,
my daughter was a mess. My daughter was a mess. We were like, put her back. She's broken. We don't
looks exactly like giant salad tongues. I don't care what you say. They look like giant salad tongues.
But I'll tell you what, we started in the middle of the World Series, Mets versus the Yankees, 2000, October 22nd. We started. I watched the whole game that night. I was still up watching Jerry Springer the next morning at 11 o'clock Eastern, and the damn kid was still trying to come out. Boing, boing, boing. In, out. I'm like, just push the goddamn kid. Oh. Anyway. Oh,
was that at the point where she was like looking at you and going, come over here so I can squeeze your hand?
I wasn't allowed near her. Yeah, I wasn't. I had one of her legs and I was trapped there just holding a leg for the night. Nurses were beating me because I wouldn't shut up. Yes. Yes, they were like, leave her alone. I was like, you just pooped on the table, bro. You just pooped on the table. Shut the fuck up. You're not supposed to tell him that she pooped on the table. I'm like, all right, I don't know. Nobody told me the fucking rules. I'm supposed to tell her that she pooped on. You just shit on the table, girl. That's my wife. I'm going to tell her she shit on the table. You don't expect me to tell her? Nobody told me that in class. Nobody said don't tell her that she shits on the table in class.
You didn't sign up for the right class. Yes.
Well, the thing is we didn't take the class. We couldn't
You should
afford
have chosen wiser. I don't know.
no Obamacare back then. So we couldn't afford the class was not free. So we had to pay for the class, and we chose, we'll just do it on our own. Fuck it. Don't pay yourself, Randy. Don't pay yourself. No laughing. I know that causes pee in itself too.
It does. It does. Yeah.
Is that a semicolon on your wrist?
Yes, absolutely it is.
Oh my God, Granny! If you see
Dude,
it,
for real?
if you see it
You're
right
semi-
there,
Yeah.
my
Wow.
semicolon in my sleeve. There it
That's
is.
amazing.
That's amazing.
It is.
Oh, we're
Hello, my friend. That's
we're
amazing.
sisters in semicolons.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, that's amazing. Anyway, oh my God, I'm sweating. I'm sweating like a porn star over here. All right,
Woohoo.
we need to get to RSO somehow. This guy,
Okay, we'll go back to RSO.
he's gonna sober up by the time we're done if we keep
Doubtful.
going.
Very, very doubtful.
Now,
Well, she's not watching the show, Mary. Once she watches the show later, then I'm dead. I'm dead later. She said, "How the hell are you still alive?" Wait till she sees the show later, then I'm dead. If you know, you'll see my face when she comes. You know, I'm dead when she comes strolling in the room and she's like, "I'm listening to the show, sir," and I'm like, "Oh, it's all for." Remember Howard Stern? Yeah, I try to explain that Howard's first wife. She needs to be more like Howard's first wife. Yeah. Anyway.
well, but again, she still was his first wife.
Yeah, well, she's no longer his wife, right? I'm trying to get rid of her though. That's what I'm trying. I'm like, be more like Howard's wife. Leave me. Get the hell out. No, I'm just kidding. I love her, and she pays the bills.
Go sailing.
Fucking pay shit. Anyway, anyway, Granny. All right, how do you come across making your own RSO?
I actually learned from a very brilliant lady.
Okay.
I met on TikTok.
Oh, really?
Oh, absolutely. I learned the process from a beautiful lady called Lainey, and Lainey is
Shout out
incredible.
to Lainey.
Lainey, yep.
You still
Oh
talk to
man.
Lainey?
Oh, I talked to Lainey. I was messaging her just a little bit ago.
Oh, well, tell Lainey
She
we love her.
is
Thank her.
amazing. She works with veterans with PTSD. She
Awesome.
makes RSO sugar and cocoa, you name it, and sends it out to veterans in need with PTSD that maybe can't afford it on their own.
This is such a cool show because when I used to do my show back in the day with Dr. High, we would talk about it. He's from Canada. You know that all of Canada's veterans get their marijuana for free from the state, from the country?
Absolutely, they do.
And what do we do with ours? We just throw it away. We burn it. If it's over, if it's old, we burn it. We're dumbasses. I'm telling you, we are a bunch of dumbasses in this state.
Anyway.
Lainey is amazing. Like this year for Christmas, she adopted even more veterans who are now getting a free vet pack. They've been nominated.
That's awesome. Right there.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, Lainey's right there. Hi, Lainey.
Oh, hi, Lainey.
I can see the chat now. Awesome.
Oh, it's over there on the side now, or?
Yeah, it popped up all of a sudden. I think that my tablet is slow, maybe.
We love Lainey. We love Lainey.
We do.
Love Lainey over here at WTHC Radio, too.
I interviewed her on my live once, 31 veterans.
31 veterans. You're amazing. You're amazing. We appreciate you. And those veterans, I'm sure, appreciate you more than you know. Anyway, go ahead. Go ahead. Tell me about Lainey. Tell me about you. I'm going to shut up for a few minutes.
So, yeah, actually, the RSO and the Lainey are kind of all intertwined, as well as my friend, Kat. Lainey was the one that told me during an interview that originally, you know, the way that you're supposed to do it is you're supposed to, if you can, make it from plants that are yours, from your environment that you've grown, and make it yourself so that you know the strength and you know everything.
All right, well, hold on. I got to cut you off. I said I was going to be quiet, but I can't. Know your grower, everybody. I tell you that all the time. Know your grower. You gotta know your
Facts.
grower. If you're gonna go buy it from the goddamn candy store on the corner, you might as well just go get yourself a bottle of bleach. You don't know what you're smoking. You don't know what you're taking. You don't know what they're giving you. If it is not a reputable, what are those places called? Dispensaries. Thank you. If it's not or you're not growing it yourself, or you don't know your grower and what they're putting into their plants, you don't want it. You don't want it.
Exactly.
Go ahead. Sorry.
No, you're fine. You're fine. I have one dispensary that I go to, and I have one bud tender that I talk to at that dispensary because
you need to be an informed buyer, and they should know you when you walk in, and they should be like, I got this today. I got this today. I love you. Here's your medicine. Have a great day.
And that's why I go to that one place for that one bud tender.
Right. Because if you walk in and every time they don't know you, they're just handing you whatever. If you don't know what you're going in for, then you're just getting whatever. They're going to be like, yeah. Well, when I first started, I'm a patient now in my state. I'm in Pennsylvania. I don't know if you know that. And my boy over there just moved to Florida recently, but he was from Ohio.
Florida's hard.
Yeah, he's in Florida. He's hating life already. He's already, I mean, it's no, he's happy with the weather, I'm sure, but the weed situation isn't the best.
I visited Florida for a week. It was rough. It was rough.
Yeah, I've never been, but I'm not interested.
I don't understand what you mean rough.
Well, it's just rough to find medicine. And now they have
it's rough to find the quality of medicine that you actually need.
Yeah, I just feel like
if you're not from the state of Florida.
January, I guess they said they're putting it on the ballot here in Pennsylvania to go recreational. And I'm like a toss up. I mean, I want it recreational for everybody because it should be. But I know the mess. I know the mess that I've seen other states go through when they became recreational. And I don't want that to happen here. I don't want my kids to be able to just go on to any gas station and pick up anything because some dude feels like putting pot on the corner of his table there.
Well,
yeah, see, in Michigan, it is very, very regulated still.
Yes.
I mean, you go into a place and you've got to show your ID.
Yeah, any place that doesn't have a security guard at the front door scares me.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, because when I first started going, they all had, you take your time. You need to go down. I can put you down if you're all right.
No, I'm good. It was just a
wrong pipe. Wrong pipe
used to be a security guard at the door scared you.
New York is what I'm talking about. Operation Heal. New York is where I'm talking about. I feel like they got really sloppy and they're a mess. And I'm originally from New York. I don't know.
Okay, I'm going to tell you, and actually, like, Rich knows this. The first time I was in New York, I was like, oh my God, this is not like Michigan. I walked into a dispensary in Salamanca and everything was just wide open.
Yeah.
No security, no anything. And I like took 2 steps in and I'm like, do you need to see my ID? And they're like, no, come on in. And I'm
like, here, I got brownies I just made. They're fresh out the oven. And I'm like, no, thank you. I don't even know if you use your dick to stir the brownies. I'm okay. I'll pass. No, thank you. You keep your brownies. No, you know what I mean? It's like you don't know. So you have to know your grower. All right.
Oh, yeah. And then luckily I had people in New York that I knew, like Rich, who could steer me in the right directions.
Oh, Rich, where are you in New York? I go to New York.
Rich, Laney, like they both live, near to where I was visiting. And they totally steered me in the right direction. So I had no worries.
Right.
New York got stupid with it. I agree with that. There's our friend Curly Kell. She hangs out with us over at WTHC all the time. She lives in New York. Hi, Curly Kell. Shout out to you. There's a dispensary opening at the end of the block. It's called the Name of Her Town Dispensary. Now, tell me that's not a regulated dispensary.
No.
When Dr. High and I did the
Done
show,
Nashville.
and we would talk about it, there was 9 legal dispensaries in New York. 9 names. Now, they could have 45 different locations, but
Right.
9 legal by the regulations, 9 legal, besides Indian reservations, not counting that kind of stuff where New York has reservations where they can go and buy weed. That's another whole story. Oh, my God.
Well, that's why I said I went to Salamanca, and
Is that where you got your flower? It's not a bad thing. I'm not saying it's a bad thing.
No, I didn't. I got some there, but not a lot. But I did. That is on part of the reservation,
Right.
and that like I said, we went and drove through Salamanca, and in 5 miles there were 15 dispensaries.
Yeah. See,
I have never in my life even imagined anything like that.
I never imagined any of this in my lifetime. I can't believe.
And it was just deal after deal, like this much for this, this much for this.
$25 for an ounce. This is what you're hearing. I'm hearing, like, back in the day when I first started with my card, I would hear about people out in Oregon or Washington getting dabs for $3 a gram.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they're allowed to go and make their own.
I'm paying $90 a gram over here on the East Coast. What the fuck?
Sucker.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, I'm sorry.
You're golden. We all went off on a tangent that time.
Yeah, we can always go. We can get caught up in this so easily. There's so many things that are going on. So anyway, Pennsylvania, if you're in Pennsylvania, keep your eye out. It's supposed to be coming up on the next election, I would assume, sometime soon.
I think in part, and here's the thing, is that medical, it wasn't that long ago that medical became legal. Am I correct in Pennsylvania?
We've been, I would say, 6 or 7 years, actually. Yeah, 5, 6 years, 7. I think I'm on my 6th card, so I think it's 6 years.
Okay. I know kind of why Michigan was a little bit later with making it recreational legal was because the medical community kind of needed time to recoup what they had invested in doing medical marijuana.
Right.
And they did a lot of work, setting up labs, you name it, for the whole community that ended up using it. And I think they kind of went to the state and said, hey, wait a minute, you got to give us a chance to at least make our investment back.
Right.
Before you pull the rug out from under us.
Havens, Firestone.
Heaven, Firestone. Hello, beautiful.
I'm stoned. Don't mind me. Heaven,
Firestone. You should. Heaven. She's a singer. She's.
I love singers. I run a radio station.
You gotta.
She comes on.
I have her come on my live every once in a while. She came on. I was doing a fundraiser for someone the other day, to help them because they're losing their home. Mm-hmm. And she came on and she sang for a while. For the fundraiser. She's
cool.
A very talented young lady. And I'm not just saying that because I'm auntie.
Auntie too. All right. We'll keep that in mind. I'm just kidding. I would love to hear.
Like everybody in the chat has heard her. They will tell you how well this
on her YouTube, or can I find her?
She does have a YouTube. Yes.
Does she have stuff up on Deezer? Do you have stuff up on like platforms? Because then I could play you.
What?
She does have something on YouTube.
What name would I look up?
Heaven Firestone.
All right, let me look while you talk to Skunky about RSO. I'm going to look over here. Tell him
so RSO
loves it.
With Lainey helping me and with my friend Kat, really got me started on trying it for myself and talking me through. And then my friend Mary is a chemical engineer, and I learned like the best decarb recipes from my friends. Yeah. And so I was able to modify my older recipes from when I was young and didn't know as much.
Yeah.
With the knowledge of these incredible ladies. Yeah.
Like just put the green in the brownies and be like, yeah, this is great.
Yeah, no. So with their advice, tutoring, and then my knowledge from having been a chef, now I can make infused with RSO sugar that also is vanilla, RSO sugar, blueberry, lemon, you name it. I can make it, and it is all natural and it is organic.
And you make this stuff on for yourself?
I do have people that will come to me for samples from time to time.
Yeah, well, we're not getting anybody in trouble over here.
No.
We don't know nothing about nothing over here.
No.
But you, I get you. So anyway,
I infuse honey. I infuse.
Oh, did you see our show last week or a couple weeks ago? Last week too? No, you probably didn't.
I did. I went back and checked it out. Yeah.
Bee growing. Yeah, bee growing.
Bee guy. Yeah.
Just Spread. How are you? Welcome in. Thank you for being here.
That's Just Spread Love. I betcha.
Just Spread. That's all I got is Just Spread, but it sounds sexy. Anyway, unless it's a dude, then I'm not quite as sure. It sounds sexy to me.
But yeah, so I'm really lucky. I have those ladies, and
that's amazing. So how hard is it to make? Is it a long process? I don't want you to go through it and tell us. I mean, we would love to.
Honestly, if you're going to be really careful and when you make it for the first couple of times, you're going to want to make it a 2-day process just so you can really watch what you're doing. Right. It gets faster after that once you're used to your equipment and your process.
Now Mary's my
someone just told us it was hard to make, so they didn't bother with it. I don't remember who.
On the TV for once. Yes, everybody.
Thank you.
On your TVs. I got an OMG from Mary, but I'm not sure what that was for. Something I said or something.
I called her a brilliant lady.
Oh, okay. Well, brilliant. Mary, you're brilliant.
She is.
Okay, the biochemist. Mary, the biochemist, right? Is that what you said?
Well, she is a chemical engineer.
Oh, chemical engineer, even better.
Like if you want to know something about how to decarb or whatever or make butter, that's where you're gonna go to for advice.
Here's the question, because I've been told that I suffer from no gallbladder syndrome. So sometimes edibles don't work. But just recently I've been dabbling with RSO a little more, and I've been breaking the rules. I don't tell my dispensary because I'm breaking the rules, but I am putting way more than a grain of rice. And now I finally feel happy. So that being said, somebody told me about a powder that you would make that was for water soluble or whatever, that you could with some sort of dextroxylatorine and some.
I remember that. Yeah.
What the hell I'm saying, but it was.
There's different syrups out there. There's a company, MKX. They make a syrup that is, well, I have one. I have some in my little drink right here. This is cranberry juice, Sprite, and a little cherry MKX syrup.
Okay. And so how do you know how many grains of rice are in there?
Well, with something like that, I actually usually buy that. So it has on the bottle, you can pour out a dose.
Whoa. You got liquid RSO at your place?
I get it from the dispensary that I trust.
Yes, see, Mary lacks enzymes as well.
Yeah, so there is a genetic thing where if you have to have a certain liver enzyme to be able to get high off of edibles.
Yeah, now I've had people like I'm a professional smoker, but I'm not a professional. I'm an advocate, obviously, but I'm not a professional when it comes to the knowledge. You know, I was a professional on how to put it in my bowl and smoke the fuck out of it. You know. But now I'm learning as I've gotten older. Excuse my language. I'm so sorry. I cursed.
No, you're fine. I used to be known back in the day as the F-bomb mom when my kids were younger. So
F-bomb mama.
I was the F-bomb mom, yeah.
You guys take that back with you guys. You got that now. You got that to hold over her and your crew over there. I see you guys.
I was the F-bomb mom. It's so true.
All right. We've hit the hour mark. I want to thank you so much for being here. We're not done unless you want to go. We can keep going. I got plenty of questions.
Go ahead. You can go for a little bit longer. I don't mind at all.
All right. Cool.
Thank you guys so much for all being here, and thank you for having me.
Oh, we're going to have you back on.
Thank you, yeah.
Get this. Yes, keep that one, Mary. The F-bomb mom. That's her. So now they can use that against you. I saw you, by the way, with your goat out. She did have the goat out, everybody, during our 420 song earlier when we were playing. I will not play that same song again. I will play something different and much shorter this time. So,
okay. So my goat is sort of broken, so he just sort of raps right now. It's very sad.
He's a rapper.
Right? So he doesn't like fully scream, but I'm learning to enjoy the goat rap at Goat 20.
The syrups are just THC. Now that sounds so interesting to me.
Most of the syrups are just THC. But
all right, go ahead.
I have made them for myself with RSO. I'll be honest, when I make it for myself, I just sort of guesstimate how many grains of rice are in there. Depending on how bad my day was.
I suggest that, actually. I highly recommend that. No, that's what I want. I want to be able to say, I'm sorry, Skunky, are you talking to us over here? I'm sorry. Let the little guy talk. Come on, tell us something over there.
It seems to me that it would be best in a hot drink.
In a hot drink.
Yes. It will melt.
No, I'm asking her if she agrees.
I do and I don't, because I know from experience that if I put it in a hot drink, Lainey makes a cocoa and an espresso. So I know other people know this. When you put it in a hot drink, it really gets into your system fast.
See, that's why the little skunk likes it in a hot drink. He says it works better.
Yeah.
That's why
it
you're
does.
all over there, fella.
It does.
All right. Well, all right. So that's good to know. So I take it, I'm nervous because what I've been doing, and I don't know if this means anything to you or makes any sense to you, but it seems to work in my brain, which is broken, by the way. I don't know if anybody's told you.
So is mine. It's all good.
Yeah, I'm crazy. It's official. So anyway, I put this stuff like on a cookie. So say I got 2 Nella wafers, okay? I'm no longer putting a grain of rice. So I'll circle the outside of the cookie and then I'll make a Ghostbuster sign, okay?
Okay.
So you have an idea how much I'm putting on, you know.
Singing the Ghostbuster song.
What? I'm not singing Ghostbusters. Shush.
Later on, you are after you eat all that, bruh.
All right. Anyway, then I take a second Nella wafer and I make it into a sandwich. I make an RSO sandwich. And then I eat it. Okay. And then when I eat it, I kind of just leave it here in my lip like I'm chewing tobacco. You know, the hockey girl. And I kind of let it just resonate there for as long as I can before it starts to get mushy and swallow, you know? And then it kind of, so I'm kind of thinking that, you know, the longer I let it sit in my lip, hopefully that's getting in there a little better. But if I'm wrong, tell me because it's gross. It's really it's gross and I don't like it.
I'll be honest, for me, I've never I've never had it work better from having it just sit in my mouth.
Now, question before we go any further. Have you ever taken it anally?
No.
Oh, I can't wait. I'm looking forward to it.
Speaking of anal,
not a me thing. Not a me thing.
Not a boofer. You're not a boofer. Granny's not a boofer. Everybody knows. All right, sorry, Granny.
No, you're fine.
I didn't mean to go there. I apologize. We didn't need to go there. You're supposed to stop.
But you do.
A long time ago in a galaxy far away, I used to write really hoochie romance novels. So
the stuff is coming out over here. The stuff is coming out. You guys writing this stuff down over there? Granny Cannabis fans over there?
Long time ago.
Wrote hoochie novels. This is another one. F-bomb mom and hoochie novels. We're
Mom.
getting to the deep.
Hey,
That's a great.
you know, when you are a single mom and you're working 2 and 3 jobs to survive, and you can make a bunch of money writing really ridiculous stuff that you don't have to read after you're done writing it, it's kind of not that bad.
Yeah, no, and I get it.
Right.
It was before
Yeah,
the internet where you could sell you pictures of your feet or something, you know.
No, that's just like, then I would have to like interact with the creepy guys that like my feet, and I couldn't do that.
An era gone. It was a great era. I used to sell pictures of my feet on the internet back when I had my Commodore 64. Yeah, it's okay. I'm not ashamed.
Wait a minute. Was there an internet when we had Commodore 64?
I don't know.
Wait, had Dan Quayle invented it yet? Because
I don't know. Wasn't it Gore? Wasn't it Al Gore?
Gore. Yeah, had Al Gore invented it yet? See, I'm getting older. I can't keep these guys straight.
Now you got it. Yes, that's how you got porn. I had my porn on the Commodore 64 was strip poker. It was digital poker. Oh, it was the best. I loved it. My daddy had it, and he left it out one time, and I found it, and I won. She was naked.
Oh my goodness!
I saw boobies.
Rich, wrong website. I just saw that. That's a joke. That's a joke in my lives.
We're glad you're here, Becky. Go ahead. I'm listening, Granny.
Oh yeah, the whole wrong website thing, that's a whole joke in my lives in the mornings. Okay. We'll get a little off track, and then someone will go, "Okay, guys, wrong website. We're gonna get in trouble here."
That's when we get lost. Like, where the hell are we? We were talking about something. I don't remember.
RSO, different ways to ingest.
Oh, no, I'm saying that's like him and I when we are talking, and all of a sudden we're like, where the hell are we? We were talking about something.
Well,
we didn't have a name for it. You got a name for it.
Right now.
Wrong website.
Wrong website.
Yeah. Right, we move on. Al Gore. Yes. Oh my goodness. Yep. Wrong site. Yep. There it is again. I had that game for the 64. See, Operation Heal. It was a great game. Every little boy finds daddy's stash. Yep. Daddy's weed. Maybe we'll play that for our 420 song today. Daddy's weed. I copied the code from a magazine. Oh, automatic boobs? No way. That's cheating. I had to play. I had to win. God damn it. I became a great poker player, though. Ever since, I've been pretty good. What in
the hell are you talking about?
We're reading the chat. Is this real life? Hello? Oh my goodness, I'm having so much fun. All right, we caught up. Anyway, so it's 5 minutes after 9, RSO, and we're still talking. All right, so I want to know. Oh, so that's where I was going. I'm sorry.
Go.
I had a friend who got me a batch of cookies, right? All right. So I bought 1 pack, and it was 12 cookies. Comes in a pack, right? I think.
Right.
Supposed to be. All right, so we bought 2 grams of concentrates. Okay.
Right.
2 full grams of some pretty potent shit.
Okay.
And then they went home and they made cookies with it. Now, I don't know what they did. What they said, I said, cut the cookies in fucking half. I said, don't make 12, make 6. I want 6. I said, make 6 cookies. I want 6 fucking cookies with 2 grams of dabs in the cookies. Figure it out. I want to get high off of edibles. They came back. They brought them to me. They probably smoked all the dabs and just gave me plain cookies. But I wouldn't know. I didn't get fucking high.
You might not have the gene. You might not have the gene for your liver.
Yeah, but now I'm experiencing the RSO. So wouldn't that make it okay then? I mean, doesn't that make sense?
The RSO is a whole. The RSO is more than just like the THC from the dabs.
Right.
There's so much more in the RSO.
Okay.
The oils and everything.
Well, that's how it started. I don't know if you probably don't, but there was a show. If you went back a couple weeks ago, I had a show with Dr. Riley Kirk. She's a MD. I don't know if you saw it. She and I were talking about it, but I brought it up to her. I said, I don't experience RSO. I don't experience RSO as well as I want to, or I should, but should I take it on a regular because I'm still getting the benefits? That was our question. Do you still get the benefits from RSO? Is it still going to save me from getting cancer? Maybe. I'm not promising anything. Don't quote me. No, we don't quote. No, YouTube.
No. I will tell you what I have seen for myself with someone who does not. My godson Sam, he's my son Sammy.
Okay. Yep.
He has a chronic condition.
Okay.
And he is in a lot of pain sometimes. And if he has RSO sugar or coffee with RSO in it, sometimes I'll just take, something maybe 2 grains of rice size and put it inside a junior mint, and he'll just swallow that.
Okay.
He gets the pain relief and the relaxation from the RSO, but he's not getting the stoned effect from it.
Right. So that's what I was asking Dr. Kirk. I asked her, I said, should I, as a patient, should I always be on an RSO? Like I say, everybody should be on an RSO. Everybody should be on a CBD every day. CBD and RSO every day. Even if you're not looking for the high, use it for a nighttime sleep aid. Take it right before bed so you go to bed, but you're getting that RSO that could potentially, and you can't see my little quotes here, potentially save your life. Could potentially save your life, especially if you're a marijuana partaker as it is. Just do it. Just do it.
Yeah. One of the things that I do enjoy pointing out to people is that even my doctors,
I love
that the human body from the time that we are born comes equipped with a cannabinoid receptor system.
And you can only talked about it, Dr. Kirk and I. You can get it through breast milk, and that's the first time you get your cannabinoid system. But then if you don't use marijuana or some sort of cannabinoid, it's not fully functioning, right? That's what you were going to say. Go ahead.
Yes, that's actually a part of it. There's cannabinoids in far more than just actually the marijuana plant. And our bodies were created to use it. Well, somehow we evolved, I guess I'll say.
Yeah, our government evolved.
Well,
whatever. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, we evolved as genetic beings for whatever reason, over thousands of years, to be able to automatically, our body recognizes that as medicine. Boom.
I didn't recognize it automatically. I'm going to tell you honestly, Granny, I was pretty high as a kid.
Well, like you, but your body knew what it was doing.
Well, yeah, my body loved it. And that's why I kept doing it, right? I mean, that's the secret to it all, is that all of a sudden my body was like, I don't feel like shit anymore. I don't feel sad. I don't feel angry. I don't want to kill people. I don't want to hurt people. It helped me with so many things. I no longer want to do.
I didn't want to run away and hide. If somebody yelled at me, I didn't go sit in the corner and cry.
Exactly. Yeah. Believe it or not, I am one of the most shy people you would ever meet. In person, I am very shy. You wouldn't believe it, but on here, because I'm behind the screen and I'm using a puppet, I'm able to do this, and I'm high. I'm very high.
So that helps too.
Yeah. So it's my medicine, and I never knew that it was my medicine until it got legalized. And I wish that I would have been more of an advocate for it as a youth, because man, the shit we could have done if I would have known that we could have stood up and fight for this more. I feel like I do a good job every day trying to fight for it now, but I should have been doing this for 50 years or 35 years, 40 years.
Now it's tough to stand up, bro.
I will tell you one of my proudest moments as a voter in Michigan was when I went in to get my medical card in one of the doctor's offices, where they had, and I walked in there and I was the youngest patient in the room.
Yes. Nice.
In my heart, I was just like, I love Michigan.
I am not normal. You're right, Mary. I should have been a part of normal. Normal's always been around. I just never really, I didn't care. I guess I didn't care enough. until my body, till my accident, until my PTSD. I used this up with my mental all the way up and never even really realized it was working on my crazy until I had the PTSD. Then I was like, wow, when I get high, I'm able to sleep. When I get high, I don't feel as scared. I'm still freaked out in the car. I don't like to ever be in a car anymore. I don't want to ever drive again. But I was a firefighter and I got crashed into by, I didn't have my lights on. I was driving back from a fire. The lights were off and we got crashed into by a car doing 75 miles an hour in the wrong lane and hit me on the side. I unfortunately killed the gentleman who was driving that. Well, he killed himself, but unfortunately he passed away, and I suffer from this every day. I still blame myself, and I know it's not my fault, but I still blame myself. I don't know why. I still have that issue in my brain because I'm crazy. That's why. Don't worry about it. You'll be all right. Okay. All right. I'm okay. All right. Anyway.
You're golden.
I'm good.
It helps with PTSD. It really does.
It does. It does.
I would not be able to be here with you all today if not for this. My gastro guy, like I was saying earlier,
I know
him and I had a long discussion about everybody getting diagnosed with cyclical vomiting syndrome.
Yep.
And he literally has a list in his office that once a year he asks me to update him with of different strains that I personally know make me feel nauseous. I fight nausea a lot with the paralyzed stomach. So different strains can make you feel a little bit nauseous. So if I find something like that, I let him know. He's got a list. So if people come in because their primary thinks that they have cyclical vomiting syndrome, he refers to this list.
Mm-hmm.
And he'll be like, well, are you smoking this strain, this strain, this strain? And if they say yes,
go ahead. I'm sorry.
If they say yes, he says, well, don't do that one anymore.
Right.
Change to something else.
That's what I'm saying. If you go to drhigh.com, and him and I are not really friends any longer, but I'm not going to turn away anybody from learning the stuff they need to learn. And Dr. High is a very knowledgeable man. You can go to drhigh.com and look, he's written 13 or so books on medical marijuana, and anybody wants them, he will happily give them to you for free. Just tell him to make him mad. Tell him the hippie sent you.
Absolutely.
He'll be like, the hippie sent you. I hate that bastard. I don't love you. I love you, Dr. High. Anyway, he's a very knowledgeable guy, and I forgot where I was going. What were we just saying? Because there was a point to it.
We were talking about the medical and
right, but there was a point to that.
I got excited about Dr. High then.
It's gone, yeah. Dr. High. He's okay. We had a great show together. Unfortunately, we didn't see eye to eye on certain things. Like he wanted this to be just a podcast, and I still was concerned about WTHC, the radio station. And so we saw differently, we couldn't, and me, I'm a little
different strains for pains, for pains, nausea. There you go. Thank you, Rich.
Rich, you're amazing. Thank you, Rich.
He is. That's my family right there.
I gotta get myself.
Close the day.
You're no good over there, bro. I need a Rich over here who can remember stuff.
Right.
Get you fucked up. Anyway, yeah. So I found out recently because I was complaining. Remember, we were talking about arts and the dabs and how you want live rosin, right? Live rosin.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. So caryophyllene is very peppery, and so I've just recently learned that could cause a soreness in your throat. And could cause you to be itchy and make that. So I'm trying to cut down on my caryophyllene, which is very hard because caryophyllene seems to be in a lot of marijuana strains.
Yes.
But as you want to cut that down, you got to cut that.
And it's important to know your strains and know
I was going with
combination is going into you. Yeah.
He also has a thing where you can go there and you can download it for free. And he has a thing where you can keep track of it's like a strain tracker. So you can keep, it's like what do you call that thing? Like an organizer where you would keep everything and you'd be able to tell.
Oh, okay. There's
for
somebody
you.
that I know on TikTok that does that too. His name is Chief 420.
Yeah, well,
He has something out there like that too. But I think that things like that are you need to do that. You need to keep track of what you're doing when.
Especially some of us who've been smoking for 40 years or so, and we don't have an issue with remembering what the hell strain we were smoking.
I saw
I still have yet to find something that was as freaking beautiful as the Colombian Gold that was from like 93. I smoked it. Beautiful Colombian Gold, long red hairs, like shiny, like real gold.
The Thai stick. I remember my Thai stick experience. That one Thai stick.
Yeah, you know that shit was tied to the stick, man.
It was beautiful. It was amazing. You didn't know what the hell it was, but we thought it was the greatest thing ever. Now we have a name for every strain in the world. Everything. It's crazy. What's your favorite strain?
Mine?
Yeah.
Actually, Alien Tech.
Really?
Love it.
I was
or Alien Glue.
I've heard they don't make mine anymore, but when I came across it, I loved it.
What was it?
Kosher Tangy. It just had such a flavorful flavor and got me so high to the head.
Do you know what the genetics of it are? Because it could be recreated.
Yeah, there's a place in Florida where you can buy your what are they called? Terpenes. You can buy your terpenes. It's a terpene store.
Right.
So, yeah, and then you can add it to anything. You could make your CBT taste like Kosher Tangy if you wanted to. Right? No,
but I mean, like,
no. Okay,
if I know the genetics of what that went into the plant, I can go.
I never really looked into it. I never really. It was tasty. We would talk about it back in the day, and then everybody said, "No, we don't make it anymore. They don't make it." I'm like, how do you not make it anymore? It just disappears. I mean, somebody's making it somewhere.
Right. It probably has another name.
Yeah,
see, I'm like kind of that dork that would research it and go, damn, what was that strain? And I would research it and try and recreate it.
You can come back to me. Hold on a second. I got to play a 420 song. We got a little break. Happy 420 to everybody. Goat 20. I think that's what I'm supposed to say, right? Goat 20.
Yes, Goat 20.
This is our good friend Muck Sticky and his song, Pot Smoke. I don't know which one we got. One.
Oh, I like.
go. Much shorter. I love it. Muck Sticky, thank you.
Oh, yeah, baby. Give us skunk nuts.
All right, Granny. It's getting late. I want to wrap it up. I want to thank you so much for coming by.
Thank you for having me. I really appreciate it.
Oh, absolutely. It's my honor. Like I said, it was my honor. It was great to get to know you. I absolutely love you to death. I'm going to come by and hang with you in the mornings. We are live. I'm live in the morning. What time do you usually go live in the morning?
I usually go live from like 8 to 10.
8 to 10 your time. So is that Central?
That's Eastern.
Are you still Eastern? Okay.
Yeah.
That. Thank you guys.
I'm from that weird part of Michigan that just is sort of like still Eastern.
I think we talked about it the other day. I have a friend over there too, by Detroit, somewhere in the Detroit area, that they're in that Eastern zone, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So I want to thank everybody. You guys can always find us on Live 365 or tune in. We're live on the radio. 24 hours. Well, not 24 hours. Can't talk at all. Paul talks at night. He goes live and he plays the music during the nighttime.
And it's good for your plants.
Yes, please play it for your plants. You can catch our show if you subscribe. Make sure you like and subscribe if you haven't. We go live. We don't have a set date. We're going to have a second podcast that's going to be starting soon. It's going to be me and Skunky and a couple more of our friends, that we're going to be doing another show on Thursday nights. That'll be official, like Thursdays. I think starting in the new year, we're getting ready for that one. But this one is kind of whenever anybody's available. So if you have a band or music, if you're interested in getting in touch with me, please feel free to reach out to me. Don't touch me. What are you laughing about over there? If you're interested in getting in touch with me, thank you, Operation Heal. I love what you guys do. Operation Heal. I would love to make a commercial for you guys. Maybe play it on the radio. We got to get to talking and hook something up, because what you're doing is amazing, and I love that. And thank you so much.
It is.
There's an elf walking around behind you.
That's my niece Heaven.
Candy cane.
Oh, candy cane. Sorry, I saw the stocking legs, and I was like, "Oh, do we have that?"
I'm glad you saw that too.
It's singing out.
Or a pair of legs walk by. Definitely Operation Heal. Have Granny get in touch with me and we'll make something happen. Absolutely. Granny, if you don't mind, I would love for you to stick around after the show for a couple seconds. I'd love to have you say Goat 20 or something so that I can play it on the radio every time we go to 420. We can have, not every time, but as often as possible.
Oh, I would love that.
Granny, a shout out from Granny on WTHC radio. So you can say something. Granny Cannabis, not too skunky. Oh, we need two. Yes, he wants one for him as well.
Yeah.
Please.
Here in the morning. Yeah, so he needs
absolutely.
Stuff. All right, so you got to stick around when we end this. I'm going to say goodbye to the radio, guys. Stick around out there on Live 365. Yeah. You guys can't talk at all Paul until 4 a.m. when Skunky comes back. Have a great night, and Paul will take care of you. Don't worry about
it. That's Monday.
Monday, yeah. Monday, I forgot we're off on the weekend. All right. Anyway, you guys over here on YouTube and or Facebook, mostly YouTube. My Facebook can't seem to find me for some reason. I got kicked off of Facebook. Have you ever been kicked off of Facebook?
Yes.
I don't think it's possible. I didn't think it was possible, and then I did. And
I call it Facebook jail, just so you know.
They took my account away. I'm not allowed to use it.
No.
Yeah, no, it's gone. I had to create a whole new one. It won't even let me. Like, I illegally made a new one. I don't even know how I did it. Like,
he's hanging in the Facebook post office.
Yeah, I mean, I got in big trouble. And TikTok. I don't know how you've lived as long as you have on TikTok. I got 10 bans. They took my accounts away forever 10 times, and I was done. I'm like, that's it. I can't do it.
For however I've done it, I still have my original TikTok account.
No, I've lost 10, and I'm back again. I found one that had an email, and I was like, oh, it's still alive. And I got on it. It has 4,000, so I've been back.
I was so happy to see you.
Yeah, but my agency isn't. I got an agency. I think that's a bunch of crap. Your agency. I don't know if I want to tell you that, but. What a joke. They said, oh, we'll protect you. Don't worry about it. You'll be fine. Yeah, meanwhile, I've already gotten 2 bananas. And a warning says, next time you're out of here, we're done with you. I'm like, fuck, why can't I play over here? I can't even do anything right now. So I spend a lot of time on here, on YouTube or Facebook. I spend a lot of time on the new one. Have you heard about the new one?
Lemon?
Favorited.
Oh no, I haven't.
Check out Favorited.
Have you been on Twitch?
I used to. Twitch doesn't do the radio well. Doesn't do well with radio.
Yeah.
They don't like music. They don't like music.
No. They go, copyright. And you're like, but I'm a radio station.
No, and they don't care. And and YouTube, I tried today. I was live on YouTube for a while today. It was really cool.
Yes, it was.
They got me in trouble, and they said, we're going to kick it. And I didn't want to keep fucking around with it because I didn't want to screw up our show tonight, So I was like, let me stop now.
Okay, so I used to be on Blog Talk Radio back in the day.
Radio, really?
Blog Talk Radio, yeah.
Still live. You want me to say goodbye to everybody, or because we're still here? We got a couple people still hanging.
Oh, I don't care.
Oh, okay.
But anyways, I used to be on Blog Talk Radio back in the day, and
there's rules, right?
There were rules, yeah, but you owned your show, you did your thing, and if you had a license,
I do,
to play radio songs, all you had to do was submit it to Blog Talk Radio, and they left your stuff alone.
Prove it, right? That's what YouTube should be doing, but they told me no. They said everything has to be a uncopyrighted, whatever, uncopyrighted music. And I was like, that sucks. So anyway, let's wrap this up so we can do our little voiceovers back here. You stick around, young lady. I want to thank you again so much. I want to thank everybody out there for tuning in. Everybody, please like and subscribe. Have a great night.
Yeah.
Oh, I have to remember. I always forget to play my out. I have an outro, and I
never play the outro. Yeah. I did it.
You reminded me. He didn't remind me.
Right on. I did.
Niece, have a great night. Stocking lady over there, have a great night. Thank you so much. Stick around. Maybe we'll get you to do a shout out too.
Smoke up in the green room. Smoke your worries away in the green room.